welcome to your new job at Cornelius Industries Underground Facility number 501. Our employers have instructed me to supervise you throughout your first week and to guide you on your responsibilities as programmer and nightly respondent for our newest project, Encore, and what that project entails. Before I get to that, though, it would be important to inform you on the inner workings of the facility and what security precautions we've established that you may need to maintain for not only the betterment of the project, but for your own safety. Where is it? Here we go. As of recent, our employers have established multiple animatronics, albeit some higher in budget costs than others, but nevertheless, all in some way, control a certain section of the facility, and protect the project from data leakers and intruders and the like. Currently, only a couple of the animatronics are in an active state, as a majority of the others are incompatible with the current XTAL framework, which we should have going smoothly within the coming days. The only currently active are Big Q and our apex of security, SecurityBot X2-A, supplied by our sponsor, As Industries. For your sake, just call him As Security. Big Q is our method of keeping you up to pace on your assignments. The one made by As Industries, however, Frail Q as we like to call him, cheap piece of crap, does relatively the same thing. However, was disabled due to his lack of functionality with our current framework. Plans to rework him, however, are in order, and we'll probably have him as a secondary checkup for you soon. That being said, Big Q will send you prompts to keep you on your feet. We don't want you leaving, do we? A majority of his prompts consist of math questions, typically with 3 response buttons for you to choose from. Pick the right one, and you'll be allowed to continue work, no problem. Pick the wrong one, however, and Big Q will give you a strike. Reach a certain threshold of strikes, and Big Q will take an initiative on firing you, one way or another. But that shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure you got it. Anyway. Our security droid, SecurityBot X2, As Security, is still rather buggy. We haven't fully debugged him to whitelist employees on the night shift, and we'll probably check in on your location due to the sounds emitting from the area. Our employers suggest until these kinks are systematically resolved, for you to turn off the power if you believe you may be in danger. Reason being that As Security cannot see? Yeah, I guess you could phrase it like that. Because for some damn reason they thought it'd be a genius idea to have a droid capable of caving a man's skull and scan the area with sound rather than adding a whitelist feature. I swear these people really need better systems. Other than that, for the first night you should be fine. Just make sure you follow the instructions given to you, and I'll fill you in on the rest during your next shift, so... yeah. This job. Hey, good news. Our employers managed to scavenge some resources and we actually got Hexus working. Oh, right, I haven't filled you in on him, have I? Let me see. Which one is... Right. Okay. Hexus was an animatronic we hadn't really planned to get in working order for at least another month, as most of his parts and programming were either really outdated or didn't even exist. But seems like our employers found a way to get him working. No clue how they found a spare Megamix Morph Core, but kudos to them. Anyway, Hexus is our line of security in maintaining the integrity of our power system. I don't know if he does his job to its fullest extent, however. I mean, he seemed to do relatively fine in daytime testing, but I'm not sure if they added a security precaution for him, like the security droid. So if he does anything silly, like, I don't know, cutting off the power, then we did supply you a black light, which should scare him off. Hopefully. But in other news, progress on other remaining animatronics seem to be doing good. We may have one of the older models set up tomorrow, but as instructed by my employers, I'm not necessarily allowed to fill you in on anything related to them, as most things are redacted. With that being said, I'm sure you'll do just fine. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll see you during your next shift. Welcome back. It's good to see you're on schedule. Anyways, I am rather busy right now, so let's just get to the point. We managed to get one of the older models set up like I mentioned last night. You remember Frail Q? I recall mentioning him on your first night. He works relatively the same as Big Q, just in a more old-fashioned manner, I suppose. I'm not necessarily allowed to fill you in on anything else other than that, so do with that information how you will. Anyway, I hate to keep throwing these on you, but we'll have another old model set up sometime soon. This one's a treasure, though. Made back in 2015 for an unofficial brand called, Night at Freddy's? Sounds like a cheap knockoff if you ask me. But, yeah, if all goes according to plan, it should be up in action by tomorrow. But anyway, see you on your fourth night. Over halfway there, man. Yeah, just hang on. I need to take... Really? Always? No, it's for my job. Oh my goodness, get off my back about it. Tired of this. I got it under control. Really? Okay? Whatever. Good. Hey! Welcome back. I'm getting reports from Big Q in the database. Looking good, man. Love to see it. Anyway, we got a new animatronic underway. Should be ready in about an hour or so you'll have to keep track of him too. Sorry about that. It's another redacted file, so I can't necessarily fill you in on anything, but you remember last night, right? The old treasure I mentioned? Yeah, I heard one of the board of directors talking about a Frail Figured that's the tag they've named this gem. Don't necessarily know his framework, as I'm not really an engineer here. But if anything, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say due to his outdated model, he probably can't see. So take that how you will. In any news, we got a new sponsor. Draggy and Friends Incorporated offered us a new animatronic. But we tried looking through their file, but most came out blank. No clue what we're getting exactly. But our employers took the offer anyways. I guess just hang on. Really? Always? No, it's for my job. Oh my goodness, get off my back about it. Tired of this. I got it under control, okay? Really? Okay? Whatever. Good. Hey! Welcome back. Been getting reports from Big Q in the database. Looking good, man. Love to see it. Anyway, we got a new animatronic underway. Should be ready in about an hour or so you'll have to keep track of him too. Sorry about that. It's another redacted file, so I can't necessarily fill you in on anything, but you remember last night, right? The old treasure I mentioned? Yeah, I heard one of the board of directors talking about a Frail Figured that's the tag they've named this gem. Don't necessarily know his framework, as I'm not really an engineer here. But if anything, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say due to his outdated model, he can't see. So take that how you will. In any news, we got a new sponsor. Draggy and Friends Incorporated offered us a new animatronic. just so out of it right now. My wife, we had some complications. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing her for a while, let alone my kids. Anyway, sorry about that. Our sponsor came in today and we managed to get the animatronic in. It's called Draggy. Very creative. We don't really know what it does, but just keep watch of it. Apparently our sponsor mentioned if it begins to misbehave, it likes fan art. You could use the printer for that if you need to. Print an iguana or something. Be creative. I gotta go now. We got a court meeting in the morning. I gotta go now. So, sorry, I'm just so out of it right now. My wife, we had some complications.